And welcome everybody back to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing you the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. As always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, and my goal is to bring a little more of a realistic experience to your flight sim streaming viewing pleasure through my 12 years of experience in the professional aviation career that I have under my belt thus far. So today on this stream, probably gonna be doing another stream a little bit later on after this one. I am trying to decide if XP11 for myself is worth investing in. The only reason that I'm even considering it, to be honest, is because of the performance issues that I have with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. X-Plane so far has been far, sorry, ADD's kicking in a little bit. Seems to be a lot smoother, but I have like bare minimums on the add-ons installed. Therefore, I can understand why it's probably a lot smoother. Why this didn't take? There we go. So, yes, it's smooth now, but probably wouldn't be smooth if I had ortho and fancy clouds and all that stuff put in there. So I take it with a grain of salt. I'm still messing around with it a little bit just to try to determine if this is something I want to invest in. Airports and pretty much everything across the board for X-Plane is way more expensive than Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Hopefully things will get a little bit cheaper for X-Plane 12. If not, I may not jump on this bandwagon. So I don't know. I was looking at some different like weather engines and fancy cloud stuff. It was a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be. EQ, hey. Thanks for stopping by again. I was actually kind of watching the chat to see if we're going to see you pop in. Thank you for joining. But yeah, so just trying to determine whether or not I want to invest in this, and everything is a lot more expensive for X-Plane 11 than it is Microsoft 2020. When it comes to flight sim software, I am an add-on airport whore. Like, I have so many for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It's kind of ridiculous. I might have a problem. We're talking about roughly like 65 airports that I have, but they're way cheaper than X-Plane. So if I want to end up investing in X-Plane, it'll be a costly, very costly thing to do. I guess I could always end up like opening up like donate button or one of those things on YouTube to try to help fund more content for the channel, but I don't know. I feel like it's smooth now on X-Plane, but will it be smooth once I have all the fancy stuff that all the other X-Plane streamers have? Sent me a friend request on Delta. Let me go look. I didn't even know you could do friend requests. Let's see. That's not it. I don't even know where to go to find that. My 2 flights did last night actually had both landings. There you go. That's not bad at all. Very, very well within the, oh wait, here we go. Think I found it. Yep, February 8th. Accept. Sweet. Dude, I had no idea you could even do that. I spend very little time on the website and more time on the ACARS client, which to say, I'm glad that you actually brought that up because I need to activate this flight. Let's see, we're going to be flying at 22,000 feet, and our route today will be the VK1 SID to the WAPOM transition rides 1 arrival. Start. Cool, that's working. Oh, I don't know, it gave me the option. Cool. Well, nonetheless, I'm glad you added me as a friend. Also, I put my Discord link in the description. If you ever want to like private message or whatever, or have an easier way of getting in touch with me. If you have Discord, that's one way of doing it. But anyways, I guess we should probably get underway on this flight so that we'll have time to do another flight after this. So we are in the Spirit Airlines A320 Classic with the IE engine mod, Sharklets mod, Sapcom mod, all the mods. Probably not. There's a lot of mods that can go on this thing. Once I get home tonight, I'll get it downloaded and give it a ride. Sweet. Sounds good. Are you at work right now? Hopefully I can help kill some time for you. And if you haven't already, drink you some coffee, get caffeinated. I can tell I love my coffee, specifically Black Rifle. It's really, really good. I like to get real high on caffeine before doing flights, because then you just, like, I don't know, I feel super like, let's go flying. Currently drinking Silencer Smooth Light Roast. So yellow, yep. Not for long though. A few more years and these airplanes won't exist. Let's see. Let's just come back down here real quick. Take a look at this stuff. Again, with the sounds and all, make sure you let me know if the sounds are too loud or too quiet, whatever I need to do. Trying to tone it up for X-Plane. Let's see, service, all that's good to go. Fuel, we'll call the fuel truck. Passengers, we'll call up some stairs. So I find this pretty wild, but you have to pay money to get jet bridges to work. In Microsoft Flight Simulator 10, Prepared, and FS 2020, they just work. So I kind of find that to be bullshit on behalf of X-Plane. But what do I know? So we got the stairs up because our jet bridges don't move, and I'm not paying money to make a jet bridge move. That's stupid. Cargo, we'll just call these just for fun, so we can get all the outside sexiness going. You know, these are pretty static. Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 had better stuff than this. And that's part of the reason why I haven't jumped on the X-Plane 11 bandwagon, just because there's so much stuff, like simple stuff, that other platforms have done better. And it hasn't impressed me, but giving it a shot. I do have SimBrief pulled up on here, as well as got our charts, which I do find this to be pretty cool. I'm sure, you know, the next gen airplanes that come with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 will have a really nice EFB like this one. Nonetheless, we did have to switch over to kilograms because I don't know how to make this airplane in pounds. So we are in kgs. I also have it pulled up on the side because I figured I would need it for this stuff. So starting with the fuel, yeah, you have to pay. It's like a $15 add-on to make the jet bridges move. No bueno in my book. So we are looking at 5.5 on the block fuel. So we'll go there. Wait. Why did I bump that up? I want 5 point. I haven't really messed with this, so bear with me. And passengers, we have 117 passengers. I guess set. I don't know. Cargo, just gonna leave. Well, zero fuel weight's 55.9. Zero fuel weight right now is 51, so we need a little bit of cargo. Let's try that, see what it does. Perf data, zero fuel weight 54.7. That's fine. We'll be a little bit light. That's okay. Good thing I don't have XP11. Yeah, I don't know. It's got its strong points, and it's definitely got some very strong weak points. I'm just gonna hit set on everything because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, let's get to the business end of things. Battery 1, battery 2. We're gonna be doing checklists and flows just like we do over on 2020. Except now we'll have an airplane that actually has VNAV and things will be a little bit easier for us. The sounds aren't great. It's even loud in my head. Alright, and we will go ADAIR 1, 2, and 3. Cruise supply, ground control, CVR test. Nav lights, we'll put the strobes in auto. Seatbelts will stay off for now. No smoking comes on. On the emergency lights. It's a little bit of a slightly cool day in Lauderdale, so we'll turn the a tad bit of warmth on. Let's see. After that, screens are up and they're bright, so that'll work for now. Turn off the floodlights because we don't need that. Alright, so nav data is current. Under a net, we'll go Kfll to Kmco. Throw that in there. We are Spirit Wings 198. 30 on the cost index, and our cruising altitude is going to be 20,000. We'll align on ref, so that way the airplane knows where it's at once it gets all aligned. Flight plan, Lauderdale departing off of 10 left on the VK1. Insert. It's really weird that there is a discon between, like, it hasn't even gotten to the transition of the SID yet. Let's clear that out. Clear this out. Cool. Actually, doesn't have WAPOM. Arrivals, ILS 3-5 right is what we're planning for today on the Rides 1 arrival. Keep passing it. We'll go Surrey transition onto the approach. Why is it not giving transitions? WAPOM's not even in there at all. Alright, so looking at our detailed flight plan, let's see, elbow, room, YOLO, Agers, Femto, Vacay, and then WAPOM. But it's not given, when we select our SIDs and STARS, it's not giving any sort of transition, so we'll put it in there manually, insert, clear, and then WAPOM rides. Yes, that should be correct from there on out. Cool. Okay, secondary flight plan. In the event that we have an engine out on takeoff, we want to have something programmed in for a quick return to the field. So we'll put in Lauderdale to Lauderdale. This is all functionality that we don't have yet in the fly-by-wire, so it's kind of nice to be able to do this stuff. NKS 198, cost index 30, won't really matter. Say for an engine out, we'll do 1,000 or 4,000. Secondary flight plan, Lauderdale departing, 10 left. Vacay 1. And then Lauderdale arrival, we'll come back on 10 left. So basically, we would depart as we would normally be departing, so we got the sit in there, and if we lose an engine, come to the Lex page, activate the secondary, and then put in direct to like the initial approach fix, and shoot the approach on one engine. So that's what that is about. So we'll just leave all that as is. Rad nav, we have, it's auto detecting in Lauderdale. We're gonna put in we're gonna hard tune the Orlando VOR. So that's good there. 0 fuel weight. Plane 0 fuel weight is 55.8, but our actual is 54.7. And then CG Shaq. My vote is, I had a feeling that you would say that. Oh man, but you know it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to get this thing where it needs to be, with all the add-ons and the fanciness and the prettiness. Let's see, 0 fuel weight. Our CG is 21.7. Like, I've already been very strongly considering getting the Tolus 321, and then probably as well as the Neo add-on, just because I really like the 321 and the Neo. Thought I heard somebody barking. I heard my dogs barking. I ran into a weird issue last night coming in on approach into Sydney. My flight plan deleted the McDo. Needless to say, I kind of ended up like 40 miles out of the airport trying to fix it. Okay, so I'm assuming you were flying the fly-by-wire A32NX, correct? And if so, what version are you using? Are you using the stable, development, or experimental version? Block fuel, we got 5.3 on board. Let's see. Good thing is there's plenty of free things for X-Plane. Get with me after the stream and I'll point you in the right direction. I could definitely use that. In some ways, yes, it can, and others, no. Yeah, I would definitely be hitting you up, Shaq. I had a couple comments yesterday on the other X-Plane stream, pointing me towards skyscapes, a few things like that. I'm not totally against it, but my fear is that I'm doing this for the better performance, but then once we throw in all the add-ons, then performance just right back down to where Flight Sim 2020 is at, and then I've wasted my money. Let's see. Can X-Plane let it stand up to Microsoft Flight Sim in the graphics department? Yes and no. It just depends. I'm not an X-Plane expert by any means. The other guy in the chat, Captain Shaquille is big time expert. I think it's all he flies. Once you have all the add-ons thrown in, You can definitely make the sim look prettier. I don't know if it can look as pretty as Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but it's not far off, especially some of the pictures that I saw of skyscapes with the sun casting shadows on other clouds and stuff like that. It definitely doesn't look bad. Let's see, taxi. This is all in kilos. I'm just going to leave it alone. Alright, flaps. Our sim brief today, I believe, has us at, yep, 1 plus F. Runway's dry, which actually I think in the real world, well, Lauderdale is dry. Orlando is not. Any ice off, packs on. Cool, so we'll go flaps 1. We'll come back to perf, and our trim setting is up 1.4. Flex takeoff, let's do 55, relatively light. Shaq, if you're still around and if you know, on the flight factor, how do you get your V speeds? When I did this flight earlier, just as a test, and I had to like calculate my own V speeds in my old noggin up here, and surely there's somewhere that you can get the speeds. I would have thought it would have been somewhere in here, but I don't see speeds. I just see weights. So if you know, please let me know, or you can text me, whatever's easier. For now, oh, hey, look at there. So I'll get, it just, well, I want to do V1. That's weird. We'll do the same as VR. Okay, that helps. Yeah, it's exactly what Shaq says. In some ways yes, in others no. I'll post some pictures on Discord and his Discord, and you can compare. See, man, such a help. Experimental. So you're on the approach, and where'd it go? 40 miles. Deleted from the MCDU. Okay, that's really weird. It deleted. It doesn't surprise me, honestly, but yeah, they're constantly working on what's called the flight plan manager inside the McDo, in the fly-by-wire, and that's probably where the issue is. It's probably nothing you did wrong, unless you tried to change the arrival. I have noticed that you can change anything as many times as you want while you're on the ground, but once you're airborne and you start trying to change stuff, it can kind of mess things up. So that's the scariest part about flying VATSIM in the fly-by-wire, is if they want to, say the airport changes directions and you got to put in a whole new star, that might be an issue. Or even just going direct to a fix can turn into being an issue, and that's a very simple function that shouldn't be a problem. L3 and okay, L2 and L3, it'll populate V2 and VR. You'll have to come up with V1. Well, that's pretty much what we did. Should work. If we can fly at VR, then V1 will be just fine. Alright, let's see, let's pull up weather for Lauderdale. .070 at 8, 10 statute miles, few at 2,500, few at 7,000, few 13,000, few 25,000. Temperature's 26, dew point 18, altimeter 2997. Sweet. We got our fuel. So we'll turn the seatbelt signs on and get the APU started. Get ready to roll out of here. So flight director's on, constraints come on, VORs, and let's see, 4-hour plates. I believe it's assigned by ATC. It is. So we'll climb to, we're going west, we'll climb 5,000. as our initial climb altitude. Everything else looks good. Personally, -5 to 7 from VR, but I'm absolutely no professional. Yeah, I mean that doesn't hurt, right? Because the slower you are, the more accelerated stop distance remaining that you have if you have to reject your takeoff. So that's not a bad idea. Alright. So I guess we get the refueling message on the upper E-cam if we have the fuel truck hooked up. So let's get rid of those folks. Service, remove that. Passengers, remove. Fuel, truck, remove. APU is started, so we can remove that as well. And we're pretty much ready to go. Just gonna give that APU a couple more minutes to warm up while we wait. The one plug-in I know how to work. Better push back.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
I have not had a girl pushbacker yet. That's interesting. What I used to do before ATC stopped being semi-smart is create a flight plan upon the point where ATC tells me the runway. Can't do that anymore. Yeah, I honestly can't even speak to any of that because I don't ever use the built-in ATC. But that's also what makes VATSIM a little bit harder too, is they're going off of the real-world operation and whatever configuration the airport's using based off of their live ATIS. And so, you know, you can even pull up the live ATIS while you're planning and setting up the aircraft and everything is peachy, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're 3/4 of the way, you're expecting whatever direction that you plan for, and then boom, wind shift, they swap the airport, and now your hose now swap everything around. Make a big old pain in the butt. Once you get off the ground, I posted a few shots of X-plane with some time, with some time we can get you looking pretty close to that for a little to no cash. Sounds damn good to me. I like it. And like I said, I'm willing to drop some cash as long as it's worth it. I'm just afraid of, you know, frame rates, but I guess it's one of those kind of things you just have to spend it and try it, see what happens. Alright, so the APU has had long enough to warm up, so we turn on the bleed. Fuel pumps come on. And so while we're at it, beacon light, just making sure everything looks right. It does. Let's remove those. Brakes are set. And let's run through a quick little brief. Still getting used to using the charts over here. Alright, so not the one I want. This will be a right seat takeoff. It's a Airbus A320 CO for tail strike avoidance. There's no MELs or CDLs that degrade the performance of the aircraft. It'll be a 2-engine taxi out. Our taxi route will be Tango 8 down to Quebec. Whoa, wrong button. Quebec, Charlie. Back onto Tango again. I guess we could whip it around here. Okay, for simplicity, let's go Tango to Tango 1, Bravo. Man, I'm losing my mind. Restart life. Tango 8, Quebec, Charlie to Charlie 1, short of Charlie 1, Bravo 1, short 10 left. So earlier today when I did this as a little test flight, I departed off of 2-8 right, so that's why I went down here. But now they are on 10 left. So let's see. Terrain is no factor, weather's no factor. we'll come close to this hot spot, but we won't actually enter the hot spot. No runways to cross. If we have an emergency before V1, it'll be my decision to reject the takeoff. We'll come to a complete stop, set the parking brake, call the flight attendants to their stations, analyze the situation, call for the ECAM actions or emergency evacuation checklist as required. After V1, we'll just fly the SID as planned, and we'll just come back around and land on 10 left, because we don't have ATC, and I don't feel like pulling out my company EFB to look up company engine out procedures. So once we get up, we'll speed up, clean up, engine outs at 1,500 feet. Don't know if we are above or under max landing weight because it's in kilos and I only know pounds. We'll come back to runway 10 left. If all goes well, we're going to fly the Vacay 1 departure. Our initial altitude is 5,000 feet, and we're going to be squawking 2,000 today. Cool, so that's in there. And I would say we're just about ready to go. Before start checklist, maintenance all tails on board and check. Copper is complete. Gear pins and covers are removed. Signs are on auto. ADIRs are in nav. Fuel. Let's see, we got 5.3 on board and 4.7 is required. EFB is checked. Windows, doors, and slides are closed and armed. Beacons on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brakes on. And transponder is in auto. Before start checklist is complete.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Thank you. That pushback was trippy. Yeah, so that's this is called better pushback. It's the X-plane version. I do like it a lot. It's very easy. You go to the pre-plan. It shows a top-down view, and you can basically set it where you want. You can turn the aircraft in which direction you want the tail turned and all that good stuff. Since we're pushing out of the corner of the terminal, I figured I'd just make it easy and do a somewhat straight pushback. So after the silencer smooth coffee. Hey, and by the way, does the stream seem a little choppy to you?
Are closed. Ready to connect.
I'm just kind of watching the preview and can't tell if it looks choppy or not. Just let me know. I might have to be changing some things. It may not be bad. I don't know. Damn, X-plane is $60. I'm broke all the time. Yeah, I am broke all the time because of Flight Sim. Like all that fancy new stuff that I got, $1,700. But company was paying 200% during the holidays to try to keep people from calling out. So that's how I got that.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, lady. Parking brakes released. Clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Gracias. All right, now that we are rolling, we'll start the block time. Is she coming today or what? Six kids? Man. First of all, I know it's a lot of fun making those kids. But the money. Go to settings, change your view from fuel view to window. Remove the choppy. Well, the only reason I can't do that is I have... Why is this lady not pushing me back? Oh, okay. That's really weird. So the parking brake on my TCA was set, but it was released in the virtual cockpit, and I guess it was still reading the TCA. So you know, I've got the ultra wide monitor. I have to go in windowed mode so that I can put YouTube on the left and sim brief on the right. If I go full screen, then I can't use any of that, but I guess I could just put it up top. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's see. Start moving some stuff around. It is choppy. Settings, graphics. And now we gotta change. There we go. Alright. Shack man, that's why you're the best. Pull the YouTube back up. Yeah. So hopefully now it's a little smoother. Anyways, we're good to start. Checking for more than 25 PSI. We got it. Rolling 1. Now I wonder if all the rest of my views are going to be off.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Thank you, ma'am. Wait, I'm doing...
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Raj. Wait, hold on, something made it worse. I guess maybe just go back to how I had it? Oh yeah. And it's just in like OBS that's doing that too. Because on my side, on like in the actual sim, it looks smooth. We'll just play it by ear. Alright, good start on 1. We'll roll 2. I do appreciate y'all's patience.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, ma'am. Y'all have a good one now. We'll see y'all on the next time we come back down here, because this is the only one of 2 add-on airports that I have. So Shaq, you'll be proud of me though. I learned how to install the IE mods and the Sharklets and the Satcom, all that good stuff. We'll give them the light. Alright, engine 2 is good. Tanking again. Taxiing, planning, entire sim. Now I got a YouTube error and not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh yeah, I see it. Alright, let's go back to where we were. What the hell? That's terrible. Alright, we'll try this. If it's unbearable, then we'll just drop it and do something different. Alright, so after start flow, engine mode selected normal, arm the spoilers, reset rudder trim, flaps to 1, TCAS to TA. It's 2-engine taxi, so the APU can come off. And after start checklist, engine anti-ice is off, yellow pump is off, and rudder trim 0. After start checklist is complete. And now, boom, get that second camera on there. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that's pretty terrible. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Should be better off the ground. Plain. Okay. Well, hell, that's a whole reason to get tollless right there, right? We'll take off 10 right to get off the ground faster. It's definitely smoother than this when I'm not streaming. Which is why I need to get a capture card. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Flight plan, 10 left, departing, 10 right, insert, perf. Should be the same. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Alright, let's see. For the mini brief, takeoff runway is going to be runway 10 right. Gross weight is some sort of kilos, 59.9. Fuel on board is 5.2. Flap configs 1 plus F. V speeds 123, or correction, 129, 133. Flex 55. Initial altitude 5,000. This standard transition in our first fix is, I believe, elbow. Yep. Mini brief is complete. Flight controls check. Got full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. Got full left, full right, and neutral. Flight controls check complete. Your wind shear don't work. Cool. So we getting the hang of it. And we're clear on the left, clear on the right. Got this handy dandy little keypad, so I can use hit keys on my left hand whenever I need to. Alright, before takeoff checklist to the line, gross weight comparison complete. Pitch trim is 1.4 up. It's supposed to be in percent, but I don't know what the percent is. V1, VR, V2 flex is 129, 129, 133, flex 55, flaps 1 plus F, Flight instruments are checked. Flight controls checked. Kmco takeoff all green. Ecam status is checked. Predicted wind shear is on auto. TCAS code set TARA. Cabin crews advised. Mini brief complete. Before takeoff checklist below the line is complete. I wonder if my internet's like took a dump or something. A lot smoother now. It's the Flight Factor 320. It's a pro at bringing PCs to its knees. Even ones with a good old 3080. I still have this error message on YouTube saying it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, which is kind of weird to me. Alright, before takeoff checklist, bloodline. Takeoff runway 10 rights confirmed. Fuel, I gotta look at this again. Let's see, required is 4.7. We got 5.2 on board. Engine mode selectors, normal bleed packs are set. Before takeoff checklist, below the line is complete. Kind of digging these sounds. Man, dang NASA PC to run this thing. That's what I thought I was buying whenever I had this thing built. I guess it's just SpaceX and not NASA. Or whatever Jeff Bezos' space company's called. Alright. Looking for symmetrical thrust. There she goes. Man, flex, SRS runway auto thrust blue. Hey, knots, thrust set. V1. Rotate. Trying to do it slow and smooth. Rotated really fast last time. Got a positive rate. Gears coming up. Disarm the spoilers. Look at that stock scenery. Whew. Ain't it pretty? Not. Alright, there is 1500 feet acceleration altitude. Climb. Positive trend on the airspeed. Thrust climb. Above S speed, so we can go flaps up. Thousand to go. Speed alt star. We'll hang out at 5,000 for just a couple. Often Miami Center will keep us down here at 5,000 or whatever lower altitude for overhead inbound traffic coming into Miami's airspace. Oh. So how's the frames now? Go autopilot 1. Looks like we might have an issue with some of the routing. Let's take it up to 13,000. It's got 13 blue. Thrust climb, open climb. As I put that discon back in when we swapped our runway. Man, it's nice to actually have an airplane that works the way it's supposed to. After takeoff checklist, landing gears up, flaps retracted, bleed packs are set, APU is off. After takeoff checklist is complete. Let's catch up here again. A lot smoother now. Oh yeah, right that. Stunning. Yeah, but the frame rate's stunning, at least on my end. I don't know about the stream's end, but super smooth. Had to step away for a second. Did you comment on my engine comment? Oh yeah, so yeah, these engines are different. These are the IAE. Whoops, wrong button. These are the IAE V2500 engines. This is what Spirit flies. The ones on the fly-by-wire are NEO engines, which is the new engine option. It's what NEO stands for. The acronym for what we're using right now is CO, Classic Engine Option. So these are the older engines. Spirit flies both. We have NEOs and the COs, the V2500s. Blah, blah, blah. I would hit this to ding the flight attendants, but I have to listen to this lady every time. Yes, sir. Girl, I ain't calling you, I'm just telling you go. We above 10,000 feet, leave me alone. Be right back. A diaper awaits. Oh, grody. I don't know if you see it or not, but I keep getting this little circle. It just keeps doing this. That's making me nervous. I'm afraid it's going to actually try to fly that. So let's go. Just be on the safe side. Direct Femto. That's why I had stuff in there twice. Alright, we should be good now. Kmco 35 right. Let's see. I like the older look better, honestly. Yeah, you know, I just have my different moods, I guess, for what engines. I do really like the IE engines compared to the CFM engines. I think Delta runs a lot of the CFMs, as well as Frontier, JetBlue, and Spirit run the IEs a lot. Oliver, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. And yes, Captain Shaq does stream. If you have not seen his streams before, you should check him out. He flies all X-Plane, but he is really good at what he does. Great personality, makes it a lot of fun. Very involved with his audience. We'll go thrust climb, open climb. And Oliver, yeah, as far as the scenery goes, I definitely prefer Microsoft Flight Sim. Everything you're seeing here, other than the airplane, is stock. So obviously it's not going to be as pretty, but I'm kind of investigating X-Plane for the frames and the performance. Because even though I have a 3080, 64 gigs of RAM, i7 and all that stuff, I still struggle with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 with all the add-ons that I'm running. So I'm just kind of, experimenting. Just kind of see what's up. Doesn't hurt, although I'd be super late getting on the bandwagon. Now, if Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 was silky smooth, then I wouldn't be considering X-Plane, I don't think. Obviously, in 2020, we're also missing aircraft that function the way they're supposed to. It is a breath of fresh air to actually fly this plane that works the way it's supposed to and have VNAV and all that good stuff. How are the sounds for y'all? Is the engines too loud? Let me know. World of Warships. I haven't seen a warship, World of Warship stream yet. I don't think I've gone that far down the rabbit hole on his streams or on his channel. Yeah, Oliver, nail on the head. That is very true. I mean, X-Plane definitely has its strong points, but I'm enjoying it, to be honest. It's also great too that I've got the Flight Factor 7.5, 7.6, and it's a lot of fun to fly those again. I haven't flown a 7.5, 7.6 since Prepared, which before 2020 came out. All right, there is transition altitude. We'll go standard, standard, standard. And let's just go ahead and prep the airplane for arrival. It's a real short flight. I kind of play warships obsessively. It does look like a fun game, not gonna lie. I've looked into it before, but I've never played it. But now, we can go play with Shaq. Where's my weather at? So Orlando's kind of a nasty day today. It's pretty chilly outside and it's rainy. So as of right now, winds are 350 at 7, 2 statute miles, light rain, overcast 600, temperatures 13, dew point 12, altimeter 3008. What we have a remark for surface visibility is 10 miles, and the ceilings are varying from 400 feet to 900 feet. So that's fun. Shoot us a nice little ILS approach in these low ceilings. I guess the weather updated. Saw the shadows moving around. It scared me. I thought my airplane was rolling. Alright. So, let's see. 350 at 7. Temperature 13. And the altimeter is 3008. Minimums, expecting just a Cat 1 at 200 feet. Back over to YouTube. Play Infinite Flight. I do have Infinite Flight. Do you have it set up to where you use a controller or joystick or something, or do you just use the device? If I can hook up like a joystick or something, I would probably get into that, especially while I'm at work and I don't have a good flight simulator available to me. I would totally get on that just to try to get my my fix of the flight sims while I'm at work. I always wondered what transition altitude means. So transition altitude is so when you're below 18,000 feet, you're going to be on whatever altimeter setting is at your origin or destination. once you're above 18,000 feet, everybody needs to be on the same page, so that, say, like if I have my altimeter set to, why is my roommate texting me? Hang on, guys. Might have something important coming up. Oh, it's... Anyways, me and the rental company are about to go throw fists. So let's say that like my altimeter is sitting at 2970, and then there's another airplane flying around. Their altimeter is at I don't know, 3030. The altitudes would be drastically different. Like we might both think we're flying at 20,000 feet, but I would be substantially lower. They'd be substantially higher. That'll cause issues. So once you're above transition altitude, you tune to standard. Everybody tunes to standard. That way, everybody is on the same. Everybody's on the same page, so to speak. So if I'm at 2992 and you're at 2992 and we're both at 20,000, like so we have 20,000 in the FCU, then we're both are actually at 20,000. Compared to if we had different altimeter settings, we both might have our plane set to 20,000 feet, but we're actually flying at different altitudes, and that can obviously cause a lot of problems with either traffic collisions or just ATC knowing what altitude you're at, trying to meet crossing constraints, stuff like that. So it's very important that once you are above 18,000 feet, you set your altimeter to standard. That way everybody's on the same page. Let's see, 38 and sunny in Indy. Actually, it sounds pretty nice. I don't mind it being cold and sunny. X-Plane does have live weather. I'm currently using live weather now that's built into it. Shaq could tell you better than me, but it's probably not the best. There are numerous weather engines as well as different add-ons that give you way sexier clouds than the default clouds. But obviously all that costs money. So I'm just kind of tinkering around with the minimum stuff right now. Well, I'm scared. Well, for the afternoon, diaper was brutal. Oh God, what y'all be feeding that kid, man? I know, baby's poop is always like super liquidy. My girlfriend's brother. Ooh, that looked real choppy. My girlfriend's brother was changing her nephew's diaper once, and he like projectile. And it like got on his mouth and on his face, and I heard that and I was like, oof. Not sure if I could do kids. Alright, so we're crossing top of descent. We'll start down at 12,000. Let's take a look at our charts real quick. Rides 1 arrival. And don't really have any crossing constraints at all, because we're going to be landing to the north. We have Hannah at 210 knots, 6,000 feet. Other than that, it should be good. So let's go ahead and dial it down to 6,000. For the arrival, so an ILS, we'll arm our push buttons, and we'll go auto brake low. Let's see, we'll brief up the arrival real quick. So we are planning the ILS runway 35 right. Approach frequency is 111.15. Final approach course is 5 degrees. Final approach fix is Hughes at 1,600 feet. Touchdown zone elevation is 90 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 500, then a climbing right turn to 3,000. After that, we'll just swing it back around, try it again. We have a standard 3-degree glide slope with approach lights, Pappy on the right. If we go missed again, 500, climbing right turn to 3,000, and we'll try it again. For the minimums for this approach, 200-foot ceilings, half-mile viz. We got more than that, so we are fine there. 435 right. We got 9,001 foot of runway. We will plan to exit either November 3 or Juliet and taxi ourselves over to I think Spirit's at Airside 3. Anyways, we'll do that when we get there. On 35 right. We have high intensity runway lights, centerline lights, approach lights, touchdown zone lights, PAPI on the right. It's grooved. RVR is reporting from the glide slope. We've got 7,951 feet of runway, and it's 150 feet wide. This doesn't apply because we're on the ILS. You already know that. Cool. Let's just cross check and make sure that our frequency is in there. It is. With the correct approach course. Looks good. We're below standard. So now we're going to put in the altimeter setting was 3008. Cool. I'm going to give it just a tad bit of speed brake. Just to get us back down in this little magenta area. Just the device. They don't support the joystick anymore. Well, that's no fun. I need a joystick, man. When I'm banking, like I'm not trying to turn my head. You know, like when I'm pitching to land, like it's hard to. That's why I just never really got into the infinite flight thing. Let's get into the drama. What's up with the rental company? So the rental company, on this past month's rent, they forgot to add the insurance exemption fee. Which is not even supposed to be applied at all in the first place because I have rental insurance. I've had it the whole 3 years. So I got to get that squared away with them in the first place. But they missed it. Yeah, we've been having issues with this airplane and the stream. So it's smooth on my end. It's just something with the stream is making it choppy. But anyway, so they applied this charge. After the deadline for rent was supposed to be paid anyways, and I was like, shoot, I'm just gonna chill and wait and pay it later on in the next round of rent payment. Man, this thing is really struggling to get on glide path. There it is. So green dot was way low, but now we're catching up. So my roommate just sent me a screenshot of an email that she got saying that we're late on payments and all this BS. But they were the ones who didn't put it on there in the first place. So I will definitely call them in a pissed off manner if they charge me any additional fees. Although they did just come and replace my garage door motor today. And now finally I can open my garage door with the push button in my truck. So I'm living fancy now. Pretty excited about that. And we'll turn the seatbelt sign on. Let's see. What was the question? I don't remember what the question was either. 18,000 is not standard throughout the world. It's standard pretty much throughout North America, and I believe South America as well. But once you go to Europe, I've noticed transitions are different from basically airport to airport. Like the transition altitude is different with each airport or SID and STAR, I believe. You can leave one airport and it'll be one transition altitude, and you're coming into another airport and it's a totally different transition altitude. It's something that's set in the plates, which is part of why I never really mess with anything outside the States, because I don't know how their stuff works. Europe is structured completely different. Let's see. TMI. I'm eating oatmeal, which is squishy. Yeah, I don't think anybody expects to hear that kind of stuff when they come to a flight sim stream, right? Oh, let's see. FitCloud, there's some good free ones. A great one for $15. Is Fit Clouds different from Skyscapes? Because somebody was telling me about Skyscapes yesterday, and that one's $15 as well. Look who we have here. Welcome to the party. Did you see the Discord for the one person asking how X-Plane can look? Oh shit. Forgot to look. Discord. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, this looks good. Let's see. Might have to look at it once we land. Hannah. We'll just go ahead and cut out the discon. Slow her down for the speed restriction. 210, 6,000 feet at Hannah. Speed alt star. And we'll go flaps 1. Wrong button. And I guess the weather updated and dropped the speed a lot. Alright, and we'll take her down to 4,000. Thrust idle, descent. Hopefully the frames don't tank. So EQ, you're definitely going to want to see these pictures. I mean, I just only got a quick glance at them. They nice. Dude, what is going on? It's like the weather's updating and it's changing the wind speed. On the approach, speed, glide slope, star, look star, perf, activate approach, 13 out, let's go down to 190. Looks captured. Glide slopes captured. Speed, glide slope, localizer, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Missed approach altitude is set. Alright, everybody hold your ears. Want to try a little flyby.
1,500.
And we'll stay 170 to 7. 7 miles will go managed speed. Flaps 2. And this thing does not like to slow down at all, does it? Glitching everywhere. Alright, there's 7 miles. Go manage speed. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin crews advised. Auto thrust speed. Auto brakes low. Kmco landing all green. Landing checklist is complete. Yeah, this I'm even seeing the stutters up there, which is not great. And we got the runway. We are cleared to land. A 4-knot straight crosswind.
500. 400. 100 above. 300. Minimum 200.
Ooh, almost unstable.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Good God. Going around. Positive rate, gear up. Go around flaps. SRS nav. Full heading. Flaps 2. Speed alt star. We'll level off here at 3,000. Flaps 1. And flaps up. Alright, let's go heading mode. Let's box it around. Y'all didn't know y'all were going to see a go around, did y'all? Now it's good. OASA, it's been a stream glitch now. Yeah, no rush now. Back to the glitch. It's on and off. Hopefully it doesn't glitch. Yeah, I guess we have to get the tollless. That's gonna be like a smooth $100 something. Alright, now I gotta remember how to reset this. So, kind of thought it would be fun to do a little oh shit, that was terrible, let's go around. So, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I didn't even go into idle, like ever. So I figure since we have a good airplane that actually works and has VNAV and LNAV and all that stuff, let's do a go around. Let's make this a little more interesting since we are having to use default everything. So now we'll try it again, because I don't think anybody's ever really doing go arounds on stream. So we're at 3,000. So once we get parallel to, still not used to my button setup. Once we get parallel to Fesha, we'll go direct Fesha, join the approach again, and do it again. I'm just trying to kill some stuff too, see if maybe that helps with any of this frame rate issues. It is a good looking plane, ain't it? I mean, there was a guy I used to dispatch with at Trans-States. He was like, oh, Airbus don't even look like a real airplane. Airbus is just bleh. He now dispatches at Southwest. But I think it's a good looking airplane. So I'm right there with you, Shaq. Man, this is bothering me that this stream stuff's so messed up. What does Delta say? How hard I hit the ground? Standard final approach conditions met. Hey, touchdown. Early at negative 471. Alright, we'll try to butter it. It does seem like the flare mode is, I don't know if it's just because maybe it's different in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but flare mode seems a little bit exaggerated. Alright, so let's go direct Fesha. Perf. We'll go ahead and go flaps 2. So one thing that's kind of bugging me a little bit is it still has that other fix in there. That should have gone away once we went direct Fesha. Unless I've got something entered wrong. Go ahead and on the approach. Alright, let's give it a real shot this time. Good God, coffee's cold. Ugh. It's terrible. Look star. Glide slope star. Gear down. Armor spoilers. Flaps 3. Looks
2,500.
3,000. Misapproach is set, or misapproach altitude is set. Glide slope, lope, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Landing checklist. Cabin crews advised, auto thrust speed, auto brakes, low. Kmco landing all green. Other than the cabin check, I don't care about that. I can't find a button in the settings to mount or to bind to my side stick for autopilot disconnect. So I'm doing that for now. And we'll just hand fly it all the way down. So at this point, if we had to go around again, we'd definitely be taking a look at our fuel. It might be going somewhere else. I don't expect any issues.
1,000.
Stable.
Five hundred. 400. 100 above, 300. Minimum, 200.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, retard, retard.
The hell is that? Spoilers, reverse green and decel. Manual braking up. What's that mist stuff? It's weird. Sure, I planted that one pretty hard. Oh yeah, now it's stuttering pretty hard on the sim as well. Oh yeah, frame rates are tanking. What am I looking for? This. Oh, what was that landing rate, if y'all remember? Guess I could pull it up on Delta. Oh my god, -326. That's terrible. That is way hard. Airplane definitely feels different compared to 2020, that's for sure. Clear left and clear right. Awesome Shack, appreciate you stopping by, sir. Have a good dinner. Probably gonna do another stream on 2020 after this one. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, it's been 3 minutes for the cool down. Let's go yellow electric pump on. We'll shut down too. Then we can go ahead and start the APU. Keep forgetting I changed those buttons to those wing views. So once we get in the gate, we'll pull up the Discord and show the pictures that Shaq sent. Clear left and clear right. Choppiness, yeah. I guess it's the airplane. There's another Airbus for X-plane, the Tolus, that I could get, but it will cost so I would like to get the 321, which is I think $80, and then the add-on is like another $30. And I'm a little strapped for cash right now. But according to Shaq, once we get that airplane, it'll be nice and smooth again. And I almost don't want to drop the money whenever Phoenix is going to be coming out soon. Alright, welcome to Orlando, where it's good and cold. We'll so we'll shut down the yellow. Why wasn't that on? I turned it on. Why is it off? Stupid. Sweet. That was a very hard landing, but yeah, so the rain, I don't mind the way the rain looks in Microsoft 2020. What I don't like is how you don't have like the windshield wipers actually doing anything. And I will say the windshield wiper effects look pretty damn good. But I know the Phoenix guys, they figured out a way around that, so those windshield wipers will be working. So let's take a look at what Shaq sent. This is X-plane. Looks like the flight factor is 767, which I have. It's still not Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. You know, a lot of the buildings look a little cartoony and stuff, but oh look! And as soon as I shut down the airplane, now it says the stream is healthy, of course. But nonetheless, like this stuff looks really nice. This is going to be with all of your like fancy add-ons and add-on airports, add-on airplanes, add-on weather engine and clouds, and like this is the works. Oh, that looks nice. Fly-by-wire wipers suck. Yeah, I'm sure they'll get it figured out. Oh, that's a Max too. Man, some real nice shots, not gonna lie. It's just how much money does it take to make it look like this, you know? Definitely looks hella nice. Well, who knows? Maybe let's do this. Let's get out of this loudness. If we go to X-Plane Store. Why is it doing? It started doing that yesterday, but kept dinging. Airliners, Airbus. And none of those is it. So the Airbus by Tolis for the 321, $80. For the 319, $80. And then for the 321 Neo add-on, which I would like to have, is another $30. I would probably stay away from the 319 for now, just because I don't want to spend the extra $80. And I think some of these sound packs are also supposed to be really nice. But yeah, so to do it, we're looking at $80 plus another 30 for the Neo. It's a little pricey. A little bit pricey. Should have played the replay. Damn it. I always forget there's replay mode. So anyways, well, I guess we'll abruptly end this one. And we'll set up for another 2020 stream. And we'll do that. Then tomorrow, once I get my haircut, we'll hammer down on a couple more streams. So anyways, EQ, hopefully you will be available here soon, and maybe I can help you kill some more time either at work or at wrestling practice or whatever crazy dad life stuff you got going on. So for now, we'll sign off on this one and talk to you. Oh, actually, I always forget this. Finish. File. Boom. Anyways, all right, we'll see you in the next one, and hopefully it'll be a lot smoother and no errors. Or maybe I'll just surprise everybody and just go by the Tolis and do another flight in the Tolis. Guess we'll find out. All right, talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.